Moving to Mexico is one of the biggest lifestyle and money hacks for digital nomads and expats coming from the United States. But the real question is, do you need to pay taxes to both the US and Mexico? In today's video, we're going to cut through the internet noise and reveal the truth about what expats really owe while living in Mexico. Let's dive in. Before we talk about Mexico's tax system, we need to start right here in America. As many viewers know, the United States taxes its citizens and resident aliens on their worldwide income, no matter where they live in the world. Doesn't matter if you've been living in Oaxaca for 5 years, you still owe the IRS a return every year. So when people say, I pay zero tax in Mexico, what they really mean is a combination of two things. They've eliminated or dramatically reduced their US tax bill using specific exclusions, and they've either avoided triggering Mexican tax residency or they're earning income that Mexico doesn't touch. Now, how exactly do they do that? Now, here's where things get interesting from a tax standpoint. Like most countries, Mexico considers you a resident for tax purposes under the 183-day rule. That means if you spend more than 6 months out of the year living in Mexico, you could be subject to taxation on your worldwide income. Once you hold a residente temporal or permanente, Mexico expects you to register for what's called an RFC, which stands for Registro Federal de Contribuyentes. It's essentially a Mexican tax ID number, similar to a social security number, and that's for tax purposes. You cannot open a Mexican bank account as a legal resident without one, so this is pretty essential for daily life. When residents from abroad register for an RFC with no Mexican source income, they often register under a category called Persona Física sin Actividad Economica, basically someone with no taxable economic activity. That means your income comes entirely from foreign sources. You work remotely for non-Mexican employers, and you're not generating income from Mexico itself. Another perk of Mexico is that thanks to a tax treaty, Social Security payments are only taxed by the United States. Mexico does not tax them. That's a big reason why Mexico has become such a popular destination for US expats who are relying on their Social Security checks. Now, when it comes to private pensions or retirement accounts like 401k or an IRA, you may need to report that income to Mexican tax authorities. If there are any taxes owed, you can usually offset those by claiming a US foreign tax credit so you're not taxed twice. Now, as many viewers are probably thinking to themselves right now, tax authorities abroad don't always enforce these laws to the letter. So in practice, most digital nomads and expats simply aren't paying many taxes at all. To be clear, we are not advising that anyone ignores their potential tax obligations. So if you are living in Mexico, make sure you consult with a qualified tax professional. Now let's talk about the US side of the zero tax equation. The foreign earned income exclusion is a provision in the US tax code that allows qualifying Americans living abroad to exclude a significant chunk of foreign earned income from their US taxable income. For tax year 2025, that amount was set at $130,000 per person, and in tax year 2026, it will rise to $132,900. That's when other tax strategies like having a Roth IRA can kick in. Here on the Savvy Nomad channel, we have several videos on the foreign earned income exclusion, how you can qualify, so make sure you check those out in our tax playlist. Now, when it comes to state income taxes, ideally what you want to do is transfer your domicile to a state with no personal income tax. Now, there are a few different options for establishing a domicile. One is that you can simply use a trusted friend or family member's address, although for practical reasons, this isn't always possible. You can also rent your own apartment in a low-tax state and keep it empty for the whole year, but that's not affordable for most people. The third option is to use our service here at Savvy Nomad. We can set you up with a real residential address in Florida, which, if you don't know yet, doesn't have any income tax or capital gains tax at the state level. If you're interested in our really great service, make sure you check out the link in the video description and use the code YouTube for a special discount. Now, if you want full picture on expat tax strategies for 2026, we put out a full tax guide. Link is in the video description. So bottom line here, even if you can't totally eliminate taxes from your life, any expat can greatly reduce what they owe if they follow the right steps. Again, if you're unsure, always consult with a qualified tax professional who specializes in expat taxes. If this video helped, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Really helps us out in the algorithm so we can get this content to more people who need to see it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.